Oh, rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of...
Welcome back, everybody. My name is Andrew, and this is Kite Army. So if your shower head's on the dribbly side and you're not getting the water pressure you think you should be getting, there's a good chance that your manufacturer of your shower head pre-installed something called a flow restrictor. Now, these flow restrictors mean they can say our shower heads are green. The problem is it means you're going to have an awful shower without any pressure. Sort of defeats the point. Anyway, today I'm going to show you how you can quickly remove these flow restrictors from these brands. We got Delta, I got Moen, I got Glacier Bay. I'm just going to show you how to get them out of there so you can get your flow on and have an awesome shower. Here we go. So let me show you how to remove a head like this from your plumbing spigot. First, let's try to rotate it counterclockwise by hand. If you can do that and break it free, which some of you might be able to do, that's the easiest way to remove your head. And a few more turns, this guy's gonna be all mine. So if you try to remove your shower head by hand and you don't have any success, this connection doesn't spin, you may have to use something like this, an adjustable pair of pliers. Now, to protect the finish on the shower head, I recommend just a piece of cloth or a rag on there. Just put it on there, spin the shower head clockwise, releasing the pliers as you go along. Hopefully, once you break it free, then you can spin and remove the shower head by hand. So if you have a handheld wand, I'm going to save you a lot of time here because there's no reason to remove this connection from your water supply line. Instead, you're going to get the wand right here, and right below the wand will be a connection to this flexible hose. You need to spin that counterclockwise, and that will reveal the piece we need to remove, the flow restrictor. If you have trouble breaking that free, use an adjustable wrench with a rag on it. Spin either the pipe or the shower head, and that will release that connection, so you should be able to disconnect it fully by hand. So the first shower head we're going to work on is this Delta. It looks like that from the front. So let's turn it around to the back. This is the part that screws onto the pipe. Now the tools we'll be using for this are a set of needle nose. You can see these are thin, and just sort of a pick. Any sort of pick. You can use even a paper clip if that's all you got. I've got something like this, which will come in really handy. Now, the first thing we're gonna use is get our pick and get in there and try to remove this gasket, okay? That pops up. This is a gasket with a little filter on it. Now, the piece we're looking for is right down there. I've seen some videos where people drill this out, they pull it out with pliers. You don't have to do that, just get your pick and insert it below this little black gasket down there. Mine popped off already. There it is, it's just tiny. And you can see these holes now are the holes that gasket was covering up. Those holes now will allow full flow of water. So this shower head is done. All you need to do is screw it back on and you're gonna have a good shower again. Let's move on to our next shower head. So next up, we've got a Kohler shower head. You can see this just screws right onto the pipe. Just like the Delta, it has this filter up top here, this filter gasket. We're gonna use a pick to remove that. That should come right out, not a problem. Now you can see this actually has one more piece that is between us and that round O-ring. So we're gonna use a pick here. Let me try this and just try to lift this out. It's gonna take a little bit of force, I think. There we go. Pull that up. And that reveals that same gasket that we saw in the Delta. It's right down there. Let me get some light on that. It's right down there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our pick and push it in there. And you can see it's already popping up. This one's being a little bit more difficult. Let me see if I can get on the side of it. Doesn't matter how aggressive you are here. Here's a smaller side of the pick, so let me try that. Get it in there, pull it up. There's your gasket. You can see again, just like the Delta, it's tiny. And inside there, you're gonna have unrestricted flow. You can see these holes that gasket covered. they'll open right up. So you're gonna have a really nice forceful shower. So the next shower head we're gonna work on is a Delta hand shower wand. These connect to a flexible hose, and they're actually even easier than the heads that hook right up to the pipe. And the reason is they don't even have a filter down here, because a filter is actually further up in the piping. So just like before, we're gonna get our pick. We see that black gasket right there. Let's dig below that black gasket, pop it up, pull it out, and we're done, guys. So the next shower head we're gonna work on is a Glacier Bay. This is a wand, just like the Delta. And just like the Delta, there's actually less to remove. You don't have that filter up top here. Get your pick and get in there. Look for that black gasket. We got it right here. You can see this, well, almost had it. This one's a little bit more difficult. This one you actually might need some, there it is. I'm gonna say you might need someone else to actually extract it. I pulled it out. We've got full power. Awesome showers are coming our way. So reinstalling your shower head is really simple. You may want to confirm you have Teflon tape around the end of your pipe here. If you do, you can basically just get this by hand, thread it on like this, get it to the point where it resists a little bit. Now get behind that shower head, and with your hand, just crank it down a little bit. Now, if it's leaking, you may need to use a wrench to tighten it down, but it doesn't need that much pressure. If you overpressure this, you stand to break your connection. All right, guys, it is test time. So this is the unmodified test. We're gonna get a baseline of how much water pressure we get out of this shower head with the flow restrictor still installed. This should be the lower one. Here we go. So I only have one warning for this project, and that pertains to people who have teenagers living in their home. If you remove this restrictor, you're gonna see your water bill go this way and your hot water go that way. So hopefully this simple project restored your flow. Speaking of flow, why don't you throw some my way? Give me a like, subscribe to my channel, check out all my other content. And with that, guys, let's go do some rub-a-dub-dub. Make sure you check out that video right there. Subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And guys, I'll see you around real soon.